Let's switch to ArchiCAD and merge the structural model to the architectural project. The Model Filter dialog will be displayed automatically. Here we can filter the imported structural model. For instance, with columns, we can filter the column types we wish to merge to the project and so on. We will merge all elements and element types in our case. ArchiCAD will merge the structural elements. Let's have a closer look at the entrance atrium which was created in Tekla Structures. As you can see, the horizontal steel beam is an IPE 200 standard section. The vertical steel column is the modified HEB 200 profile, as we defined in Tekla Structures. Please note that all the steel structural details and components are clearly visible in ArchiCAD. The material specifications are also correctly merged with the structural design. Let's make the reinforced concrete structures transparent for now, so that we can have a close look at the reinforcing bars created in Tekla Structures. Let's briefly explore how the architect and the structural engineer can identify and manage changes in the different design models. First, the architect will modify the design in ArchiCAD. Let's delete the middle steel beam and column at the entrance atrium. We will also modify the position of the next steel frame. We will drag both the steel column and beam 1,500 millimeters. Finally, we will export the updated architectural design as an IFC database and send it to the structural engineer. Let's switch to Tekla Structures now. The structural engineer can compare the new and old versions of the architectural model. The newly imported elements are shown in dark colors. At the Change Detection page of the Reference Model Properties dialog, we have various options. From a drop-down list, we can select what to display on the screen regarding the results of the comparison. We can select to show only the new file or the old file, or display the unchanged, changed, deleted, or inserted new elements. Now we will display only the deleted elements first. As you can see, only the middle steel frame is now displayed on the screen, which was deleted by the architect earlier. Let's display the changed elements now. As you can see, the other steel frame that was moved by the architect is now displayed. Finally, let's display the new file, only to see how the updated architectural design looks. Let's continue and update the structural design based on the inserted architectural reference model that displays the latest design stage. First, we will delete the middle steel frame in the structural model. Then, we will modify the position of the other steel frame. The new position of this frame will be based on the frame in the architectural reference model. Finally, we will also place a new horizontal steel beam in the structural project as a suggestion to give the correct stiffness of the modified state. The new horizontal steel beam will be placed at the junction of the existing steel columns and beams. Let's now export the updated structural design in IFC file format and send it to the architect. Let's switch to ArchiCAD now and see how the architect can manage the structural design changes. The IFC Change Detection Wizard will guide us through the necessary steps. We can define the elements we wish to compare in the change detection process. For now, we will compare all element types. As you can see, ArchiCAD already displays the number of new, modified, and deleted elements prior to merging the IFC model changes to just the current architectural project. Here we can also specify layers we wish to use to merge the compared version elements. Finally, we can click the Merge button to proceed. In just a few seconds, ArchiCAD will merge only the changes of the IFC model versions and display the Markup Tools palette. This palette already lists all the model changes with color codes. Let's select the first entry in the markup list. This is a new element, and it's identified in blue. We can zoom in to this element. As you can see, this is the horizontal steel beam created earlier by the structural engineer. Let's select the second deleted element indicated in red. This is the middle steel column which has been deleted from the project. Let's delete this markup entry. ArchiCAD will offer to delete the corresponding elements with the markup entry. Let's select and delete the next markup entry, representing the deleted middle steel beam. Let's select the next modified steel column elements shown in green. Let's zoom in and select these modified columns. When we hover the mouse over the selected columns, ArchiCAD will display the layer of the selected element in the Info tag. The column placed on the IFC imported old layer represents the previous position of the column. The column placed on the IFC imported new displays the new position of the column. Based on this information, we can decide on the next design steps. As you can see, Graphisoft ArchiCAD and Tekla Structures provide a complete, integrated, best-in-class design workflow. ArchiCAD and Tekla Structures together bridge the different requirements for the BIM models of architects and engineers and realizes the Open BIM approach for this practice, greatly broadening designers' options for real integrated project delivery.